Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody's getting it for you. What's going on, people? Woo! This is not going to be long. It's going to be one of those really short segments. I'm going to try to make this video not as crazy as I always do. Imagine that, and I have to make sure my shirt is actually fixed right, because yesterday I kept looking at the camera and said, ooh, maybe I might almost have a mishap, but it didn't happen. Of course, I had some strap-on stuff anyway. So what's going on, people? How you doing? I was watching TV yesterday, a little bit about Lance Armstrong, the guy, you know, the runner. Anyway, my racer. And he confessed to everything to Oprah. Like, I'm going, really? Like, why did you have to do that? Honey, the way you make your money, the way you do what you gotta do, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Keep your mouth shut, make your money, take it to your grave. What do you got to prove to people? Nothing. But hey, I guess you feel as though you owe it to all your fans and stuff to let them know, you know, what you were doing and stuff, which I think is horrendously crazy. But hey, evidently you got it off your chest, you feel better, and all the nice things you got, I guess. We'll see what happens, see how it plays out. I'll tell you like this, I wouldn't have told you nothing. There are tons of people who go to school and stuff like that. There's tons of people who don't. That says their resume said they've been to college, they got bachelors, and they don't have nothing. But hey, I guess, what the hell, you shouldn't worry about it. What's money? You can always make them on me, the poor people. Anyway, I was watching American Idol and all that kind of stuff with Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey, and I think it's kind of funny, but I'm not even going to go into that, because if I say what I say, y'all may really get mad at me, but I just think it's very hilarious how some people, you know, feel as though they're grand and stuff like that, and I'm not going to say no names, I'm not going to say which one I'm talking about, but they feel as though they're like a queen, and they feel as though everyone should like, oh, whether matrions and all that, really? I'm like, come on, are you serious? And it's funny, like, people let her get away with that. Oh, she sells all this, I mean, she's a baby. It doesn't matter. You know, to me, that's just plays a role like you're some god or something like that. I don't like it. And I don't get it. And I'm surprised people are not catching on to that. Like, she feels as though she's this god. And she's like, we're like servants and stuff. And, oh, we're matrions and all. Really? And y'all let her get away with this? And y'all not even saying it? Oh, well, she's out there longer. It doesn't matter. You shit out one hole just like me. And I'm not going to say your name, but you probably already spooked it. And I think it's really tired. I hate when people think that they're better than other people and talk down to them. And it's funny how she's getting away with it and no one is saying nothing about it. But hey, it is what it is. And I'm not talking about Nicki Minaj. I'll just say that. And I'm not a Nicki Minaj fan, and I'm not a Mariah Carey fan. But I do find it very funny how one of them can get away with something. And you already know what I'm talking about, Mariah. I just don't like it. As far as the singing ability, I think it's fabulous. As far as her character, I think it stinks. That's just my opinion. If you don't like it, that's okay. I just think it's really messed up how y'all let her get away with it. And she talks like she's some queen or something. And she talks like, oh, but darling. No. Anyway, and if you come after me, honey, I do have thousands of block spots. I don't care. It's my opinion. Anyway. So, you know, I always believe in being real, being true to me like I'd be true to you and stuff like that. I'm not a fake, phony, like a person. You can call me what you want. But I do not look down on people. I don't feel as though I'm better than anyone. I try to sit up there and show people a better way, especially people within my community of my life. And another thing that went on yesterday, I sent my pictures out, You know, I had to take a lot of pictures and stuff like that. And as far as modeling and stuff like that. Well, I send my pictures out and I always send out to model agents. I just want to see what they're going to say. Because I want to see if they say, well, the world is 2013 and things have supposed to have changed by now. And actually, they have not. You know, it's always going to be discrimination and stuff like that. And people find a roundabout way of doing it in a political type of sense. Does that make sense? So anyway, I send my pictures out and everything and stuff like that. And I always get a phone call back. The agencies always call me back. And one time I'm going to do it. I'm actually going to put it on the camera so you guys can see exactly what I go through. When they send a picture, oh, well, you know, well, you're not exactly, but there are transgender up there at the top. And there's Andre and stuff like that, and, you know, he's a white guy and stuff like that, or Caucasian, whatever you want to be political about, whatever. But he can walk through. There is Another one, Teal, Lady Teal, she walked through. But let's just think about it. There was a woman, let me just think. And she was on a Dark and Lovely box. And she was black. And she was beautiful. Oh my God, and I'm gagging right now because I'm forgetting her name. And she was actually out there and she was doing the whole thing. Okay. Now that she did the whole thing and stuff like that, they pushed her out because she was trans. But now when you're white, not saying nothing against white people because I love white people and I love black people, I have no problem with people. But I do notice we already know the world favors towards whatever they like. They're going to do whatever they like. But anyway, I sit back and I watch this. So I said, well, fine, I'll go out and I'll do it. So I did, and I put my pictures out there and stuff like that. I hate it that we always try to do division. And division means that we say it's fair, but it's not fair. And I send my pictures out, and they always call me back. And it was like, well, are you all woman? I was like, yeah. And the thing about it is, I'm like, okay. I know you're not going to, and for all the active people out there, as I said, the modeling people, stuff like that, I know you're not going to want me there. I know you're not going to take me serious and stuff like that, and that's okay. I get it. I know how the world works. I know how the modeling world works, but because I was like, before I was like this, I was the other way, and they used to give me tons of cards and stuff like that. But in modeling agency, the only difference is that I wasn't paying you shit. Anyway, there is very much discrimination. They always call me back, and two of them actually call me back. One of them was with the VP, and one of them was with the CEO of the company. They thought I was so beautiful. They thought that I maybe could possibly do this. Then when I dropped the bomb, and they was like, oh, we'll call you back. What? We'll call you back. And we both know they wasn't going to call me back, and it wasn't like I was devastated. Oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this to me, because I'm like, fuck you. I don't even care. But at the end of the day, I just want to let you know, it's always like a push drug and stuff like that. And I'm gagging because I want to try to remember this black model's name because I know her and, well, I met her in person. But let me just think. Give me 1 second. Let me gag. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm back. Okay. This is the one that she was out there and everything. And her name is Tracy Africa. Yes, Tracy Africa was the first. I'm saying the first one I've seen about was the first black transsexual model on side of a box. What I'm going to do is put a picture of this beautiful woman that was on the box modeling, and she was modeling all over. And then, of course, someone blew up her spot because, Caddy can be Caddy, and, it's one of the kids. Anyway, I just find it really weird and stuff like that, that we always feel like we need to confess something to take down something to something else. Keep your secret a secret. Whatever you do to try to get where you got to go in life, do it. And people, if you know people are trans or whatever the case may be, why don't you keep your mouth shut? That person is trying to survive. That person is trying to eat. That person is trying to live like you. Are you really going to benefit from it? Sure, I'm sure you're going to get a kiki and all that kind of stuff. But why would you do that to another human being? But God has a powerful way of doing things, and I'm sure they're still getting their blessings, even though you try to throw the hot rod into it. And my thing is this, is that, keep your secrets a secret. Because mother knows I have a lot. But her name is Tracy Africa. I'm going to show you pictures of her. And she was actually a first transsexual model. Well, I don't know if she was the first. But she actually made it pretty far from what I can see. And she's a very beautiful person. I met her in person. And I'm going to show you pictures of her. Anyway, that's my thing. All this confession and stuff like that, y'all want to do. That's what you want to do. I mean, do it your way. But you won't get me. Honey, if mother gets into it, but I'm a mess. I'm all over the place, honey. Ugh, I can't even hide if I wanted to. But anyway, I'm just saying, why do you always feel the need to go out there and spook a tea and stuff like that? It's for anybody who wants to give an answer back. And like I said before with the American Idol and stuff like that, I just have a problem with people who get to that status and go, oh, well, look down. Or they look kind of like look down on you to me. I don't like it. I don't care who it is. I don't care if you're famous or poor, rich, anything. I think it's wrong. Anyway, this is my opinion. But I just want you to know, because I go through a lot of change and stuff like that, and with the modeling agency and stuff like that, they always call me up and they never call me back, but the world is changing. Anyway, how do you feel about that? Has someone ever spooked your tea, or you found that you need to confess something, or you found somebody just keep your mouth shut? Keep your mouth shut. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for subscribing. And you do you. You do the best way you can. And if nobody don't like it, then fuck them. All right.